As we join together in our Sunday morning service, as we bring this year of 2022 to an end at our home for public worship. At this time, I ask you all to put your hands together, close eyes and bow heads as we begin with invocation mantras. Hari Om, Hari Om. Guruji Bandana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaram, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyan Moolam Guru Murti, Puja Moolam Gurur Padam, Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Gurur Kripa. Salutations to Bhagwan Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Panchakshar mantra. That Lord is Antaryami. He understands our innermost desire. Let us all pray. Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Eva Bandhanan Mrityur Mokshi Yamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. She is the Supreme Mother of the world, called by many different names: Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. As we win her grace this morning, let us all pray. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarva Artha Sadhike Sharani Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namastute. Jayatvam Devi Chamundi Jay Bhutarharani Jay Sarvagate Devi Kalratri Namastute. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sadadevi Mahalakshmi Namastute. Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Saraswati Rupena Sanstitam Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Mahavir Swami, Jai Hanuman, जय बजरंग बली, हे महावीर स्वामी रक्षा कीजिए ना। मनोजवं मारुततुल्य वेगम, जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं, वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं, श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। Salutations to Bhagwan Krishna. He blows his wonderful basuri, charming the heart of his bhaktas, his devotees. Hare Krishna. He Madhusudana, Raksha kijiye na, Raksha kijiye. Vasudeva Sutam Devam, Kansa Chanurumardhanam, Devaki Nandana Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagata Guru. Asatuma Sadagamaya, Tamasuma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurama Amritam Gamaye. Om Shanti 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 Hari. My dear friends, we glorify Bhagwan Ganesh. This morning, we join together in very simple Kirtan. Lift your voices to sing with us. Jaya Vigneshwar Jai Jai, Jai Lambodar Jai Jai. Vigneshwar Jai Jai, Jai Lambodar Jai Jai. Jai Prem Smuru Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki. At this time, my dear friends, we glorify Bhagwan Shiva. A beautiful bhajan. We join together. Om Namah Shivaya. Panchakshar Mantra. We win the grace of Lord Shiva. Om Jai 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 Mahadev. Om Jai 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 Mahadev.
Jai 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 Mahadev.
Om Jai 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 Mahadev. Sweetambar Pitambar Kati Bhagambar Saje Kati Bhagambar Saje Galamala Rundanati Galamala Rundanati Karadamaru Maje. Om Jai 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 My dear friends, the world is plagued with difficulties. This Lord and Master of the world, Deen Dayalu Kripa Sagar, He is able and competent to remove all of our impediments. He is white in color. He has the cloth around his waist. He has the Mundan Mala around his neck. Adi Dev Bambamboli Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jai 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 That Lord Adi Dev Mahadev, Shiv Shankar Bhagwan, his hair is tied in a jata and Ganga Ma flows from his hair. Visualize that, Lord. He has the 2-day-old moon on his forehead. He is in Samadhi, he is in Dhyan, he is in meditation. Tribhuvana Manamohi. He is the Lord and Master of the world. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jai 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 Mahadev. ocean was churned, deadly poison came out of the ocean. The world was in a great predicament. And Bhagwan Shiva, he placed that poison to his mouth, kept it in his throat to save the world from difficulty and destruction. My dear friends, whatever the ailment, whatever the problems, as he consumed that poison to save the universe, if you pour your hearts out to that Lord, he will rid you of all your ailments and all your troubles. Prem Sina, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jai 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 Rupa alokik ardharnishwar tumaho tripurari trilochana tumaho tripurari trilochana tumaho tripurari Shiva Shankara Pralayankar Shiva Shankara Pralayankar Tandava Gatidari Om Jai Jai Mahadev. Rupa alaukik ardharanishwar. He is Shiva, he is Shakti. He is Tripurari. He is that substratum of the world. Tandava Gatidari. He beat his own drum and sing his own song. That Lord is the most magnificent. He is the most splendid. He is Antaryami. He understands your desires. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jai 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 Mahadev. Jai 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 Mahadev. Umapati Mahadeva ki. My dear friends, I think you could say Jai a little bit better than that this morning. Lift your voices together. Prem Swalo Shri Umapati Mahadeva ki. My dear friends, we glorify the Divine Mother this morning. A beautiful bhajan. You all can join in this song. It says, the love of a mother is second to none in this world. Simple tune, join together. माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, श्वास श्वास पग पग प्राण बचाती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है।
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी,
कितना प्यार जगाती है। कितना प्यार जगाती है।
तू ऋषियों की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ।
ऋषियों की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ। तू हाथों से
बाज लगाती भागी बाज आती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है।
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी,
कितना प्यार जगाती है। कितना प्यार जगाती है।
तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है।
तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है। तू बालक को
भोज मिले कर जीवन गीत सुनाती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है।
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी,
कितना प्यार जगाती है। कितना प्यार जगाती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का, सरहाद का करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा।
तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का, सरहाद का करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार
या मेरा क्या उसका, ये अपन पराया क्या, सर ज्योति जला करके रोशन करो जग सारा, रोशन करो जग सारा।
तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, तो याद करो जगतारा, सगरा अधिका करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा।
संसार तुम्हारा है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उस जाना है, जो भी यही आया है। उमा
संसार तुम्हारा है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उस जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है।
क्या रंग है जीवन का, क्या रूप है मानव का, तुम ज्ञान भरा करके पुकार करो दुर्गा, पुकार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी,
याद करो जगतारा, सगरा अधिका करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति,
ओम शांति ओम शांति
माँ जय जय माँ, माँ जय जय माँ। My dear friends, it is my desire this morning to sing a bhajan to Lakshmi Mata. We recently concluded our Diwali celebration, a very successful one indeed. And my dear friends, the divine goddess, she's a goddess of wealth and prosperity. But I'll tell you something here this morning. Money is not all that we need in this world. Money comes and it goes very easily. If you don't have control of this wealth, then we find ourselves in difficulties. But Goddess Lakshmi, not only she grants us material wealth, but she also gives us the wealth of love and understanding, the wealth of peace and appreciation, the wealth of togetherness, the wealth of family. So this morning, my dear friends, put your hands together. Jai Lakshmi Ma. Jai Lakshmi Ma. He Mata Bhavani. Jai Lakshmi Mata. धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी, मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी। धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी, मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी।
धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी, मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी।
जब कार्तिक मासो आई तन तर 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 पत सारी जब कार्तिक मासो आई तन तर 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 पत सारी ऋषियों इन विधि ये बताई अग्नि पूजा करवाई ऋषियों इन विधि ये बताई अग्नि पूजा करवाई
धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी
और चामुक दियन भारी फूलों से मंग प्रसादे और चामुक दियन भारी फूलों से मंग प्रसादे भर जगमग जगमग सारी मन देखी देखी हर्षाई भर जगमग जगमग सारी मन देखी देखी हर्षाई
धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी
श्री रामचंद्र बन आए बल 14 बरस बिताए श्री रामचंद्र बन आए बल 14 बरस बिताए संग लक्ष्मण सीता माई जब दे प्रमादि गाए संग लक्ष्मण सीता माई जब दे प्रमादि गाए
धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी
पर्वत नामी नदिया ने दिया छग को जिसमें भागे पर्वत नामी नदिया में दिया छग को जिसमें भागे कहा अवधपुरी नर नारी प्रभु धन्य है माँ कहमारी कहा अवधपुरी नर नारी प्रभु धन्य है माँ कहमारी धन धन लक्ष्मी महारानी मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी हाँ मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी हाँ मैया पूजा करो तुम्हारी प्रेम से बोलो श्री धन लक्ष्मी माता की My dear friends, as we continue this morning, glorifying the divine, we shall focus our mind, a beautiful Kirtan Bhajan to Bhagwan Krishna. Let us all blend our voices together. Bhagwan Krishna, he blows his basuri, and my dear friends, he charms the heart of his devotees by blowing this basuri. He brings joy to the heart of all those who he come across with. And my dear friend, by extension, that joy and that peace and happiness We all are searching for that in the world. So we join together. Beautiful Kirtan Bhajan. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram
Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram
Ramanarayanam Janaki
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा की जैसे भुलाते नहीं।
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram
Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान काते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान काते नहीं, दिल शिवरी की जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham. Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham. My dear friends, we glorify Mahabir Swami. Beautiful bhajan. Shri Ram kahe Hanuman, सुनो बचन कहो परमाना, सुनो बचन कहो परमाना, श्री राम कहे हनुमान।
राम तेरे हनुमाना, सुनो बचन कहो परमाना, सुनो बचन कहो परमाना, श्री राम कहे हनुमाना।
तुम सीता कबर सुनाए,
तुम सीता कबर
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
अरे बोलो बोलो जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
हाँ जय जय, अरे बोलो जय जय, हाँ जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय 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 हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहि लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा।
जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता। जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमन के संगी। कंचन भरण राज सुवेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। जय
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 कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता। जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
जय 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 बोलो जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बात कर कोई, छूत ही बंदी महासुख होई, छूत ही बंदी महासुख। अरे बोलो जय जय
कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता।
अरे बोलो जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता। बोलो हनुमंता, हनुमंता, बोलो हनुमंता। प्रेम से बोलो श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। My dear friends, this morning we decided to do this service to bring to an end to our public worship at our residence. In the next coming weeks, there will be a lot of family activities. And my dear friends, we will not be committed to have satsang. So this is our way of closing off our year for 2022. And my dear friends, our message today is a very simple one. This message is taken from the Ramayana. In Uttarkand of the Ramayana, Maharishi Tulsidas is telling us that Lord Sri Ram, having been exiled to the forest for 14 years, he was about to return after these long 14 years, after destroying the demonic king by the name of Ravana, Kumkarana, and all the many dangerous demons that he would have come across with. Yada yada hi dharmasya. When there is a decline in dharmic ways and dharmic values, when there is a decline in spiritual values, God manifests himself to rid the world. And in such a time, my dear friends, Bhagwan Vishnu Narayan came in the form of Sri Ram to rid the world of this tyrannic man by the name of Ravana. Ravan was a very powerful individual, but Ravan was also a very devoted individual. Find it strange, eh? A powerful man, a demon, but yet still he was a great spiritualist. He worshipped Lord Shiva to the max. And my dear friend, not only worshipping Lord Shiva, from time to time, Lord Shiva blessed Ravan with many vardhans, many boons that made him even more powerful. But my dear friends, when the time is right, that Lord put an end to him. You see, my dear friends, our scriptures tells us we can run, but we cannot hide. The Lord sees everything. The Lord hears everything. The Lord knows everything. So, my dear friends, when we think that we are fooling God, we are only fooling ourselves. So Ravan, he fell to the ground and he died. Goswami Tulsidas is saying that Sri Ram, when his mother asks for the boon for him to go into the forest for 14 years, he gladly accepted this. And Mata Kaikeyi, she wanted her maternal son to sit on the throne. Must I say to you that Bharat did not sit on the throne. Bharat says to the world that this throne belongs to my elder brother Sri Ram, and that is his rightful place. And he will not sit on this throne. He will await his arrival when his brother will come and lay claim to the leadership of Ayodhya. So Bharat, he went to the outskirts of Ayodhya. And there it is, my dear friends, he dug a hole in the ground. And this hole in the ground, he platted it with kush grass. A beautiful mat he made. And he sat on that earth. And he ran the affairs of the palace for 14 years without going to the palace. So much respect he had for his brother. Understand the symbolism. If Sri Ram walks on this level, Bharat went and sat lower than that. It shows a mark of respect. I must say to you, my dear friends, that respect has been tossed out of the dictionary today. There is no rule of law. People have no respect for the sacred life of human beings. Malice phallus, my dear friends, for relationships in the world. You see, Ramayana teaches us how brothers must live with brothers. It's called Bhatri Prem. Ramayana also went on to teach us how a wife must live with her husband, and vice versa, how a husband must interrelate with that wife. Ramayana also teaches us a Murti Puja, how we must worship our pratimas, our images. Bhagwan Sri Ram, he worshipped the lingam of Lord Shiva. He consecrated the lingam of Lord Shiva, showing the world that we must seek the blessings of that higher force in the world. Even though some of us feel that we can do it all by ourselves, we can achieve everything by ourselves. This is not the ways of the world. You see, my dear friends, we live among people. We have to live amongst people. We have to live with people. And my dear friends, with that togetherness, if we overcome all the difficulties, we'll be successful. We just came off to the Diwali celebration, and Goddess Lakshmi, she stands on the lotus flower. And this lotus flower, the stem of the flower is in the muddied pond. And the lotus flower extracts all its nutrients from the pond, but the lotus flower is detached from the pond. It is never tainted. Lakshmi Ma stands on it and she gives blessings. And so too, my dear friends, we must live in this world, but don't become attached. We must learn to detach ourselves. For one day to come, my dear friends, we'll have to let go. Nothing we have in this world will last forever. One day we'll have to part with it. And therefore, Bharat, he sat in Nandigao. And there, in that little quarters that he had, 14 years is about to elapse. 14 years is about to come to an end. And Goswami Tulsidas is saying that Bharat, tears in his eyes, and he's crying to the world, all by himself, "O Bhaiya Ram, haven't you forgotten me? O my Lord and Master of the world, are you so just?" And my dear friends, while Bharat is drowning in this type of separation from his brother, waiting patiently for him to arrive after 14 years, Tulsidas says that Bharat is getting some signs. And what are these signs? Listen, Tulsidas tells us. Nayan Buja Dhina Farakat Barahi Bar. Tulsidas is saying, his eyes are twitching. And Tulsidas is saying Bharat is getting signs. But here is specifically his right eye is twitching. And you know, my dear friends, Mother Nature give us signs from time to time. Even this physical body give us sign. You know, if your hand's scratching you, you know what you want to do? Eh? Run and play with Cherry? Because money will come. There are signs. It is stated, my dear friends, that when the male right eye twitches, something good will happen. Something good will happen. So therefore, if the left eye twitches, be on the lookout. This human body gives us signs. The question is, do we pay attention to them? You see, if the throat becomes itchy, and the eyes become teary, and the body has aches and pains, what do you think the body is telling you? Huh? You're about to get sick? Take some vitamins. This body is unique. Therefore, we must treat it well. Why must we treat this body well? For with this medium of this body, we'll accomplish all our tasks in this world. And therefore, if we don't have a healthy body, then, my dear friends, what is the use? My uncle, my dada, who is 94 years, you know what he says? He said, Dudu, don't get old. The aches and pains. The body, a certain time, not able to do what it once could have done. But Bharat, sitting here, he is getting this palpitation on his right eye, and he knew that this is some sort of luck that will come his way. And he knew in his heart that his brother Sri Ram, the time is fast approaching for him to return back to Ayodhya. But yet still, he is putting himself down. He is saying it's because of me. Because of me, Bharat. My elder brother had to live in the forest for 14 years. Have to go through all this torture and troubles. All these difficulties is because of me. But you see, if Sri Ram was in front of him, Sri Ram would have told him, "Oh Bhaiya, that is my karma. This is my karma." So my dear friends, sometimes we blame ourselves for all sorts of things in the world. But what is to happen will happen. By Sri Ram going to Vanvas for 14 years, it is no fault of Bharat. None at all. But here Bharat is feeling guilty. When my brother come before me, how would I greet him? What would I say to him? Because all these difficulties he went through because of me. Bharat is drowning. Bharat, my dear friends, is drowning in separation with his brother, from his brother. You know, when you look around in today's world, we see brothers fighting with each other. Brothers have become enemies with brothers for just material things. And not because I'm talking about brothers this morning, I want to leave the sisters out. Sometimes sisters become enemy. They don't speak to each other because of material things. I want to tell you, my dear friends, it is important for us to mend all relationships. Don't leave a relationship out there that is not too good. Try to fix it. If you try, and it's better to try and fail, but to leave it alone. Try to fix it. Goswami Tulsidas is telling us with great grief in his mind. And you see, my dear friends, There are many people in the world who have all sorts of difficulties. And you know what they will say sometime? Does it really have a God? Oh, every day I get up, I offer in jal, I light in diya, I make in prasad, offering it to the Lord, and yet still I have problems, yet still I have difficulties. Huh? My dear friends, the Lord will never give to his children much more than they can bear. The Lord will always find a way to take you out of your difficulties. Therefore, my dear friends, have patience, for nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. And so it is, my dear friends, when Bharat was drowning in this type of difficulty, someone came with good news. Who is that someone? Listen. Ram, 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 Bolo Ram, Ram, Ram. Hare bolo bolo Ram, 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 bolo Ram, Ram, Ram. O tum tat kahte aai, so hi param priya bachan sunai. Ram, Ram, Ram. Marut sutta mein kapi hanuman, naam mora suno nidana. Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Bharat heard a sound. He heard a voice. For whom you grieve is right around the corner. For who you shed so much tears and love for, that individual loves you and he's coming home to you. When Bharat heard these words, he jumped up from his ghat. He jumped up from his asan. Who is that individual saying this to me? And there appeared a Brahman form, a human form, a religious form. But what is a religious form? Aren't we all religious? But here the word Vipra, Brahman, is used, and it's symbolic of Mala, Chandan, Kamandal. But I want to tell you, my dear friends, there are some people who have all the Mala and all the Chandan in their face. But you know what? They are furthest away from God. So these are just replica that symbolize. But I want to tell you, my dear friends, we are all divine. There's a beautiful song which says, Tum hi mere mandir, tum hi mere puja, tum hi devata. What does it mean? Where is the mandir? Where is the God? Where is the church? Where is the masjid? It is right here. So we are all divine. God is housed within us. And the minute he is not here, mar gaye, we die. So therefore, we are all divine. When we say Sitaram, I bow to Sita and Ram within you, the embodiment of love and affection. And therefore, my dear friends, Bharat sees this celestial one. Tell me who you are. And my dear friends, when Hanuman was in that disguise, in the Brahman form, when he saw Bharat drowning in separation, Pulaka Sharira, every pore on Hanuman's body stand on end. Hanuman revealed his true form to Bharat. Now Bharat had recognized Hanuman. Bharat had seen Hanuman before, so this was nothing new. Oh Hanuman, tell me. Hanumanji is bowing before Bharat. Tell me about my brother. Is my bhaiya coming back to me? But you see, my dear friends, Hanuman is here for a purpose. Prabhu Sri Ram, he was in the outskirts of Ayodhya. And he says to Hanuman, only one day left for 14 years. So I have to return back home. But I want you, O Hanuman, to disguise. And I want you to go into Ayodhya. And if perchance that my brother Bharat is seated on that throne, come back quickly and tell me, and I will not go back to Ayodhya. Here one brother is grieving, crying for one brother to come back. And one brother is saying that if my brother perchance is seated on that throne, he don't want to cause any, there's a word in English, I don't like to spell because I had to spell wrong. The word is conflict. Shri Ram does not want to have any conflict with his brothers. So he says, oh Hanuman, if my brother Bharat is seated on that throne, come back quickly and tell me, and I will take it back off to the forest. I do not want to have any conflict with my brother. Hanuman started to cry because here he sees Bharat, and he sees Bharat in this Nandigaon crying his life out. When is my brother going to come? When is my brother going to come? And Hanuman was most pleased to say, oh Bharat, the one whom you grieve is preparing himself to return. Prepare yourself. Hanuman, my dear friends, is giving Bharat these good news. And Bharat is asking Hanuman, for all these good words that you have given to my heir, how could I ever repay you? Oh Hanuman, how could I ever repay you? My dear friends, I want to tell you this morning that the whole world have difficulties. And so too we will always have difficulties in our lives. But my dear friends, we must never give up. Bharat, he was on the verge of giving up everything, chastising himself, that if my brother 1 second pass 14 years and he does not return, I will kill myself. Bharat is saying that. But my dear friends, no matter what the difficulty, just like that the Bhajan I sang, when that Lord Shiva, when the deadly poison came, he did not let the world destroy it. He took that poison and he placed it to his mouth. Such is the nature of God. You see, my dear friends, God gave us a chance to help ourselves. What God is saying, you make 1 step towards me, and I will make 1 million steps towards you. I will even pick you up and carry you on your journey. But my dear friends, that is the step that you have to make. How many of us are making that step? However, it's not just merely a footstep. It's much more than that. We must take that footstep with Shraddha. Shraddha is faith. Biswas, belief. If you make that footstep towards your Lord, that the Lord will champion my cause, in time, my dear friends, the Lord will champion your cause. And Bharat is making that preparation to receive the Lord. Hanumanji is saying, oh Bhaiya Bharat, the time has come for me to return back to my Lord, for he awaits my arrival. So you prepare for his arrival also, and preparing for his arrival at the anointed time, that Lord and Master, he will come towards you. Now Bharat went, leaving Hanuman is going back to Sri Ram, and Bharat went to explain to his mothers, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra. You know what Tulsidas tells us? Tulsidas tells us when Bharat told his mothers, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra, that Bhaiya is coming. My dear friends, they were aged women. They were aged women, become old, their hair were gray. Tulsidas tells us the love that flowed from their heart, milk started to flow from their breast. And my dear friends, it is stated that a mother's joy is only a son Well, our scriptures say that. And that is why when the Dulaha leaves his mother's home to go for the Dulahin, you all know what has happened, right? Jab tuma beta ho gauri bial ho dudawa ki kari jai ho mo. You see, all these things are symbolic. The mother goes before the child leaves, and she take her breast and she place it to her son's mouth and say, "Oh my son, today I am giving you up so you can have your companion in the, give me that joy once more." And it's a symbolic gesture. Well, my dear friend, Tulsidas tell you, milk trickled from these queens. And they were excited all over Ayodhya. All over Ayodhya. Individuals were happy. They started to prepare the thali, filled with all sorts of ingredients to welcome that Lord. My dear friends, Tulsidas tells us, he reaches Ayodhya. And reaching Ayodhya, Tulsidas captured it very simply. Shrishti. Ajagar aise Ram Lakhan dono bhai, ajagar aise Ram Lakhan dono bhai. Prepare their thalis, and my dear friends, they are going to welcome that Lord, Shri Ram, his brother, and Shri Sita. Well, my dear friend, Shri Ram is quickly assembling himself to go to Ayodhya. And my dear friends, he's over the region of Ayodhya in Pushpak Biman. This aerial chariot, it worked only by the command of words, no fuel. So Bhajan can raise all the diesel they want. That aerial chariot is not affected. By the command of words, that chariot will move. Take me here, take me there. Such a craft that we have recorded in our scriptures. Could you imagine you have a craft, I don't want to call it an aircraft, but it's called Pushpak Biman. Golden in color. And my dear friends, anywhere you want to go, any part of the hemisphere, this aerial chariot will take you. So Shri Ram is over Ayodhya. And my dear friends, you know what he's saying? Janma bhumi mama puri suhavani utar disi basa saraju pavani. He says, "Oh my disciples, in that aerial chariot, there was Shri Sita, there was Shri Lakshmana, there was Shri Ram, there were Hanuman, and there were 16 disciples who he brought with him back from the war." And he says, "Oh my dear Bhaktas, Dekho." He's pointing at Ayodhya. And you know what he's saying? This is my Janma Bhumi. This is the place of my birth. And there is no place in the world as dearer to me than the place of my birth. Shri Ram, and I will end with this point here today. And this is a point I wanted to make to you. We must never, some people don't want to praise Mother Trinidad because different kind of people running it. But they want to praise Mother India, Mother this, Mother that. But I'll tell you, my dear friends, the place of your birth, it is called your Janma Bhumi. And my dear friends, you must treat it with great respect. And that is a problem in this country, you know. The problem in this country, many people are not patriotic. Many people are not. And the time has come for us to be patriotic people to this country of ours. Do you know, my dear friend, the simple thing as our Trinidad flag? There are some people disrespect it. Other parts of the world, that is not done. People have great respect for that flag. Prabhu Shri Ram is saying, more so, Ayodhya. Now, India is a vast place. He is not only talking about the whole of Bharat or India, he is talking about specifically Ayodhya. He says, this is Hamara Desh, this is my place of birth, and therefore there is no place more sacred to me than the place of my birth. When Sri Ram left for 14 years, he picked up some of the soil from Ayodhya and he wrapped it in his cloth in his waist. And wherever he went, he placed that earth, and every morning he will touch the dirt, getting the blessing of his Janma Bhumi, the place of his birth. My dear friends, wherever you are born, you must always try your best to do your best to uplift that place, because you are indebted to that community, you are indebted to that surrounding. And Sri Ram, he reaches Ayodhya. He placed the pushpak on the ground. And placing the pushpak on the ground, my dear friends, he stepped out of this aerial chariot. And my dear friends, he took his bow and arrow and he placed it to the ground. And placing the bow and arrow to the ground, Satsangh Dhanvat, he bowed before the feet of his Guru, Guru Vashisht, getting the blessings of his Guru. Now, my dear friends, I started to tell you about Bharat. You know where Bharat was at this time? Bharat is hiding in the back. He's ashamed to come and face his brother. Do you think Bharat have any cause to be ashamed? Huh? He's ashamed to face his brother eye to eye. Not only is Bharat hiding in the back, but also, my dear friends, Sri Ram, after getting the blessings of his Guru, Mata Kaushalya, Mata Kaikeyi, and Mata Sumitra was there. But here we see Sri Ram walk straight to Mata Kaikeyi. And when everybody saw that Sri Ram went to Kaikeyi, they say, what trouble here today? Because Kaikeyi asked for the boon to him to go to the forest. Huh? Sri Ram is showing us, my dear friends, that he don't keep people in his mind. And if he do keep in your mind, it's for good things, not for bad things. And therefore Sri Ram went to Kaikeyi, who was his stepmother, and he bowed to her feet. And Kaikeyi started to cry. Oh, my son, please forgive me. And then he transformed himself. Sankha Chakra Gara Padma. He says, oh Ma, I am the Lord. And what you had done by exiling me to the forest, that is all part of the master plan that I had created to put an end to the demonic king Ravana. And so it is, my dear friends, he get the blessings of Mata Kaikeyi, Mata Sumitra, and Kaushalya. She embraced him, and my dear friends, they blessed him. Now he is looking. Sri Ram is looking for his brother. And Bharat is hiding. When he called out to his brother from a distance, Bharat dropped flat on the ground. Sri Ram picked him up and he said, oh, my brother, you are everything to me in the world. Thank you for being my brother. Your fast, your abstinence, your sacrifice will be recorded for the world to see. My dear friends, as we end our year of 2022, now we will still do our morning worship and so forth in our place, but my dear friends, our congregational worship, we are going to bring this to an end. I want you to go home with this message while the devotees will come to make their offering for the final Havan. I want you to go home with this message that, listen, life is a serious thing. Life is too short. When you least expect it, my dear friends, we don't know what will happen to us. For people are dropping like flies today. One day you are good, one day you are well. The next day, my dear friends, we are no longer in this world. So, my dear friends, may the blessings of the Almighty be showered upon you, and may all good things come to you in your life. The throaters will light the hawan at this time. Sit upright, everybody. Put your hands together. Take a flower in your hand. Ang jwalit mukhe arun mata varun pita shan gol pavakana Shri agin devtabhyo namo namaha. Pass water around the fire 3 times. Sarva papa harang divyam gangeyam nirmalam jalam Achmanyam mayadatam grihitam purushotamaha. Offer ghee into the fire and samagri. Google. One will offer ghee, one will offer. Google. Everybody say swaha. Om Sri Gam Ganapatebhyo Namo Namaha. Swaha. Sri Agin Devatabhyo Namo Namaha. Swaha. Namo Narayanayebhyo Namo Namaha. Swaha. Para Brahma Paramishwaraye Bhyo Namo Namah. Swaha. Dhan Lakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah. Swaha. Agin Devata Bhyo Namo Namah. Skanda Mata Bhyo Namo Namah. Para Brahma Paramishwaraye Bhyo Namo Namah. Om Namah Shivaye 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 Bhyo Namo Namah. Om Namah Shivaya Bhyo Namo Namaha. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Bhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Bhyo Namo Namaha. Om Bhur Bhuvasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. All those who have their Guru, say a Guru mantra in their mind. Those who don't know their Guru mantra, who are not yet initiated, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaram, Gurur Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namo Namah. Swaha. Take the prasad. Hold the prasad in your hand. Everybody repeat after me. Om Krishna Bhagwan Naivedyam Samarpayami. Om Krishna Bhagwan Naivedyam Samarpayami. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanurmardhanam Devaki Nandana Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Om Shakarakara Kadyani Dadhichidikicharcha Maharabhaksha Bhojanam Sri Naivedyam Krishnaye Bhyo Namo Namah. Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki. Bow to your forehead. 3 times make offerings into the fire. Om Namo Narayanaye Swaha. Om Para Brahma Paramishwaraye Swaha. Om Hiranya Garvaye Bhyo Namo Namah. Swaha. Pass water around the fire 3 times. Sarva Papa Harang Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayadatam Grihitam Purushottamaha. Take a flower, fan the fire, all directions. Om Vanaspatira Sudupo Ganhaja Gandamuktavam Agrayam Sarva Devanam Dupoyam Pritigrihiyatam Niti Shri Dupam Samatpayami. At this time, we join in our final arti. If there's anybody who desires to perform an arti, you could come forward. There's tears. We join together. Stand, please. जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट
दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
जो जावे पल पार दुख बिन से मन का
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे
सुख संपत्ति कर आवे
कष्ट मिटे तन का
ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
मात पिता तुमने शरण गहु सकी
स्वामी शरण गहु किसकी
तुम बिन और न दूजा
तुम बिन और न दूजा
आस करो जिसकी
ओम जय जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
तुम पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
तुम सबके स्वामी
ओम जय जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
तुम करुणा के साथ तुम पालन करता
स्वामी तुम पालन करता
स्वामी तुम पालन करता
स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूरत जलधामी कृपा करो करता ओम जय जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
तुम हो एक अतुल प्राणपति
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति
किस विधि मिलऊं दया में
किस विधि मिलो दया में
किस विधि मिलऊं
किस विधि मिलो दया में तुमको मैं ओम जय जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
ओम जय जगदीश हरे
ओम जय जगदीश हरे
ओम जय जगदीश Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garuvadvajam, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalayashtanu Hari. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. My dear friends, may Shanti, may peace always be with you. Om Shanti Om.
Om Shanti Om.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti Om. Umapati Mahadeva ki, Pavan Putta Hanuman ki, Ujai Sar Jagannath ki, Aaj Shakti Jagadambika Devi Mata ki. Put your hands in the air for Dharma. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. Asan Diji, please take your seats. So my dear friends, thank you all for coming out this morning. Meals have been prepared for all, so after taking part in your arti, meals will be distributed to you. May you return to your home sound and safe. My dear friends, this Sunday morning service was held to close off this year. But my dear friends, we are contemplating as the new year rings in or comes in, we are trying to see if we can organize ourselves to possibly do something what is called a Sunday morning service. So my dear friends, it is up in the air. It all depends how things go. So my dear friends, we'll see you again next year. Look out for our Facebook page, Swasti Vaachanam, and we keep you updated there what goes on next. I must say special blessings to our accompaniment this morning. Paya, what is your name again? Huh? Vijay. Thank you for accompanying us. And I must say, I want to also give Shrishti a round of applause. Huh? You always amaze me. Today, my dear friends, our drummer could not make it for some reason or the other. But Shrishti have to operate system, do the live stream, and yet still jump on the tabla. So my dear friends, he's like Lord Ganesh himself. He's the all-inclusive one. So Shrishti, thank you. God blessings. Sitaram all. Thank you.